that had a dream in her heart to be one of the Easter bunnies that goes around to deliver all the eggs. You know, like they would only pick a certain amount of bunnies that could go the fastest and that were the strongest, that would deliver these eggs to all the children all over the world, right? And she wanted to be one of them. But as the Easter bunnies were getting older, she ended up having 21 babies.
Wow.
And they would laugh at her. Oh yeah, you're going to be, you know, one of these Easter bunnies that's going to go around the world. Blah, 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 blah. Yeah, right, right. And they'd laugh at her. And there she was, training her 21 babies. And 2 would make the beds, and 2 would sweep the floors, and 2 would do blah, blah, blah. And all the bunnies were given responsibility as they were getting older. She nursed them and everything. They got older, and they had all their responsibility. Then they were calling for all the bunnies together to choose ones, which ones were going to go all over the world. And she was teaching them how to be fast and run and everything like that, because in case one of them wanted to be one of the bunnies or whatever. But what had happened was that they all went before the, I don't know, it's like sort of like a king or whatever of bunnies, right?
Yeah.
And they were all standing in the crowd, and they were all listening to who was going to be picked, right? And he looked at all the bunnies and he said, "You," to the mother. And she said, "Me?" He said, "You are the wisest and most gentle and kind and loving." And he went all through these characters that she had, you know, because I can't remember the whole story. But he picked her, and he said, I have a special responsibility for you. There's one little boy that's very, very ill, and we would like to bring him a special egg, right? And you're going to be the one to bring him." Well, she was so happy. So she goes, and she had to go up this mountain. It was like a snow-covered mountain to get to the top where he lived, right? She's trying to climb this mountain with this egg, but she couldn't. She kept slipping and falling. And the sun was starting to come up, and it was like the morning was coming, and she didn't get this egg, and she fell down by the tree. And along came this angel, but it was an angel bunny. And he looked at her, and she said, "Oh, can you help me? I have to bring this up, and everyone is counting on me, and I can't get up." So, you know what? The angel gave her golden slippers. And when she went to hop, she hopped half up the mountain, and then the next part, she was up at the top of the mountain, and she brings the egg in, the little boy sleeping, and it was this beautiful, beautiful designed egg, and lay it down beside his bed. And out she goes. She goes back to her home with a little basket of Easter bunny eggs, put them all, but the 21 rabbits have their little eggs, everything, and she hung the shoes up on the door. And at the end it shows how, when you turn the page, it shows the golden slippers hung up at the door, that she had her dream. And I used to say to my mom, "Can you read that again?" I like this story about this. And then I ended up having all these babies. I had 5 babies. And I had all these dreams about what I wanted to do and everything, and it was like, put it on hold, because you got to take care of your babies. Put it on hold, because you're going to school, you're working, you're doing this, and you know, and then you got grandbabies, and just put it on hold, because you're helping in this and helping in that. And you know, and I always remember this story about how she had a dream, and they were going, yeah, right, you're going to do that, laugh and everything. But in the end, it's like God said, He takes the foolish things to confound the wise. And you know, if you have dreams and you have visions, right? And with faith, even the size of a mustard seed, He said the mountain will be moved. So whatever the mountain is, they could be challenges in your life or problems or whatever, will be moved. And you can still fulfill that dream. So I believe that God's put a dream in my heart to glorify His name. And I know I'm going to do it. Manna digest.
Yeah.
You're taping me. You supposed to take